So at this proximity, she's all right with the dog.
Yeah, I know. I can't believe that, you know, she's never met Sammy and she's walking like that with you.
But the difference is... Just do what you normally do. So whatever you normally walk her on, put her in there. This bit is just an assessment. It's just so I can see.
Yeah. So, I mean, luckily we're on a reasonably busy road, and I always come across some dogs, but I'm at the point now where you see a dog and then you're avoiding it, and I don't want to have to keep doing that. And then I think she picks up on it because then I'm getting anxious, so she's going to pick up on me pulling her away.
Typical reactivity issues from Spaniels is triggered by too much excitement for the best part. So I deal with a lot of Spaniels, pull like a freight train, reactive dogs. Fix the lead walking, often they're in a lot better state of mind and much more willing to accept dogs.
Yeah, that's what she needs.
So was you the one that was told that she may never be okay with dogs?
Yeah, that's what the behaviour therapist says. She's just naturally a dog that, you know, will not get on with other dogs. But then she's got about 3 or 4 little friends that she loves.
She has social skills. So we just have to build on that.
I know, and I sort of feel half of it's our own fault because some days when we're busy she doesn't get the walk, but we've got a big garden, so she's like tearing up and down the garden. But no, that's something I just want to knock on the head because it's hard work and I don't enjoy walking her then because I don't know how she's going to react.
Well, it completely influences because whenever we go out, she's a dog, so if you want to go out for the day, you need to be able to take her with you.
Yeah.
And if we go out walking or we go and it's going to be somewhere where we think, oh, well, we could go walking and stop for dinner, well, we can't.
But
so,
we can fix all that, like I said. At the end of each pack walk, we stop at a pub or something like that.
So good.
Because we used to take her, a couple of years ago, we started taking her down to the Saturday morning down at...
Canine at Two Tree Island.
Oh, yes.
They all had to be muzzled.
I love a muzzle.
And that was then to try and get the socialisation and stuff like that.
Oh, just get my
we did that for quite a while, but then she was progressing and then she wouldn't, and so good girl.
The problem with both the trainers you've had is they only adhere to positive reinforcement. So it's a lot of ignoring the bad behaviour, wait till the dog does something good, reward the good behaviour.
Yes,
The problem is, we don't always get to decide what's rewarding for the dog. Yeah, and a lot of the times dogs have developed default behaviours and they will always go to that. So if that behaviour is dangerous, i.e. showing aggression towards other animals and or people, you have to do something to create a negative association to that. First of all, you remove that, then you can build the good behaviour. Right. But they focus on ignoring that, teaching a better way of behaving in hopes that's what the dog's going to do. Yeah. But unfortunately, once a dog's done something over and over again, that's what they resort.
They learn it, don't they? That's normal to her.
So, we're not going to be going far, we're only going to be going up and down the road. So, I reckon we can get you walking next to Sammy.
That would be nice, that would be interesting.
Let's see if you're the dog that's never going to be sociable.
Well, it's because she has a couple of dogs, like friend down the road, who she is friends with, and sometimes they'll walk together as 2 of us walking, or sometimes
I've already got an idea in my head of what's going on, so which probably going to be confirmed in a second.
I said I've got a key now.
Was that my key? I thought I didn't know. Oh, I don't know. As I do this, I open the door and...
Come here.
because it makes me wary, because of
But you're
and the
yeah.
then it
But
makes,
for instance, I've already spotted 2 red flags. So let's just go up to one of those lampposts, see what she's like.
Tilly.
But also, your last trainer done you a terrible disservice because they recommended you use that harness, but they haven't taught you how to teach the dog to walk properly.
Come here.
she's got so much strength.
Nah, it's not a problem.
Here.
So what we're going to do, when we get to that ambulance, we're going to cross over and we're going to go back on the other side of the road so I can get to my car and get Sammy out and see what we're dealing with.
Come on. Tilly.
But I'm already seeing massive problems that you've got. And if she is slightly insecure around other dogs as well,
Yeah.
because she's making every decision ever since you put that lead on her, she has to deal with the dog by herself in her mind. Yeah? So, apart from the fact that you're holding the lead, you're playing no role in this walk whatsoever.
Yeah, what I try to be doing is not.
You're
allowing her to be
basically what
pulling
I
me.
call luggage handler. Yeah? So you're just carrying her bags.
Right.
Yeah?
Yeah. Which reminds
So let's
me,
cross over.
also
Yeah.
what the other lady said was this, she's associating other dogs with pain because this is hurting her. That's what I remember her telling me that as well. So she thinks she'll be pulling and then pain, and she'll see another dog and she thinks pain is another dog.
That's one way of putting it. Or if you told the dog no and she got a correction and that caused discomfort, she wouldn't associate it's coming from the other dog, she'd associate it's coming from you because you told her no.
Yeah. Makes sense.
The problem is they just completely take out the discipline side of things, which is a fundamental learning curve for all species.
Yes.
You must have experienced discipline growing up.
Oh, yeah.
Have you got children?
Yeah, 2 boys.
2 boys, so they
we
must have
discipline.
experienced discipline. And it's the same with dogs, but for some reason, and it's happening with children as well, we're taking that side away from it. Everything's got to be positive reinforcement, everything's got to be motivational.
Yeah.
But discouraging bad behaviour can be just as rewarding because it takes a lot of the stress away.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
oh, I want that sun that way. Yeah, so the dog is pretty much doing whatever it wants, and the dog stops, you stop, and then you
Yeah.
sort of try and negotiate, like, come on. So just go down to that little sign or lamppost just over there. Right, so we've got Sam. Let's see what happens, shall we? Turn around. And just walk.
Just carry on.
So this is the dog that is never going to be sociable.
Yeah.
Sin-
She's
I wouldn't let you introduce her to my dog now. Right? Do you know why? Because I can see that you've got no control of her. She's not paying any attention to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so if she got tense or that dog made her uneasy, then obviously she's going to react. So we're going to change that. But look, Sammy's here. She's there.
Yeah,
Yeah?
she's got no problem with him being
No.
there.
Yeah? Which means you don't have a bad case. Yeah? This is a dog that you can take to pubs. This is a dog you'll be able to take to restaurants. This is a dog that you'll be able to take away and enjoy. This is actually an easy dog. Yeah?
Okay.
So, God knows why 2 trainers have been unable to do anything. So, let's just take her back inside. So, do you want to take her back inside? Even that? So we can by my side. All this notion of just cramming treats into dogs. We use loads of treats, don't get me wrong. We're going to cross over. Don't get me wrong, we use loads of treats for dogs. But I don't often use them that much on a walk or unless they're absolutely necessary. Because like I said, 1, we've got a major problem with obesity at the minute. And 2, people run out of treats and forget to use treats. So if you're solely reliant on treats, and what you said, you were taught to use treats to distract her. Distracting doesn't change anything. It's just distracting the dog.
I know, it's not
It's not changing how she
helping that
feels.
situation and dealing with it, is it?
No. So we just changed it. Nice little figure of 8 slip lead. A little bit of pressure. But it's nice and relaxed. She's not actually kicking up a fuss to it. She hasn't been scratching her face. The only time it applies a little bit of discomfort is if she decides to go rogue.
Yeah,
She listens to us.
yeah. I've noticed as well with the pink, like that lead, if people walk past, she wants to go up and say hello.
Yeah,
She
because
wants
everything's on her
attention.
terms. So if she panics because there's another dog around, she deals with it by herself. But if you make the decisions for her, she can relax. So if you tell her what to do, oh, we've got a big dog over there. So let's see what she's like with this big dog, shall we? Before we even get Sammy out.
Yeah. Oh, yes, the one that lives down the road that I always avoid.
Oh no, we don't avoid dogs. Did you want to hold the camera? You any good with holding the camera? It is a recording, but it's just easier if you do it, so I can just focus on her.
Yeah.
So we got a dog. So when she starts to look over to the dog, there's general communication. Side, bring her head back. Yeah?
Yeah.
Stop. That was good. Yes, it was. Yeah, look at that tail wag. Yeah?
Yeah.
And there's a dog right there. This isn't a dog that has major issues. This is a dog that has no clear communication from the handler and panics.
Yeah.
Yeah? She's slightly insecure when she sees a dog because her tail comes right.
Yeah.
But, if you keep recording, sit. No. Yeah. Looks away. Yeah?
Just shut them.
So we've got German Shepherd. We've got a Staffy. Stop. She's just not receiving any form of information. Information isn't always positive. Sometimes a little correction on the lead can discourage how she feels.
Yeah.
Yeah? But look, she's telling you right now, I don't want to say hello to Sammy.
Yeah.
So you have to understand that and respect that. So if you've got a dog and someone's going, is it alright if my dog says, no, it's not. She's a spaniel. She wants to do spaniel things and she wants to go around and sniff.
I think that's the trouble as well, though. Whereas some of it is when we're out walking on a lead, is she also needs lots of off-lead running.
Yeah. But we build that up. First of all, you teach her to behave on a lead.
Yes.
Yeah, and listen to you, because the way she was when you walked her on a lead, yeah, what that is you don't play any role in that. So when she's off the lead, she can easily just ignore you the same way when she's on a lead. So first of all, we build her confidence with her on a lead. We expose her to other dogs, but in a situation where she's not going to get bombarded or pestered, so she get comfortable with large groups of dogs.
Yes.
Yeah, and then we can start to give her more freedom around dogs on a longer lead and things like that, until you don't need that lead anymore.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? It's in stages.
Yeah, because we want to, like, especially when it's kind of season and the beach is open, or if we take her over to Cherry Orchard, she loves one ball, but then as soon as another dog will charge it up, she'll just turn.
Yeah, but that's because she panics. But if she has like a 30 foot, 40 foot, 50 foot line on her as she's running around, you can quickly step on that, call her back to you, and then walk off.
Yeah.
Yeah? So you have to advocate for her. But right now, it's just steps. So first of all, this is just one dog she's never met.
Yeah.
And look.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. No, I'm really surprised. I really thought she'd just go in and snap.
But look, Sammy's not even interested. Yeah? Sammy's sniffing, doing her own thing. So I'm not going to force these two to say hello. Because in doing that, I'm liable to make this dog react. Yeah?
Yeah.
But what we need to teach her is that you can be around dogs, you don't have to be so defensive. Yeah? And that comes from just exposure. And like I said, we do weekly pack walks. She'll come, she'll meet new dogs every single week. She'll get comfortable with the same dogs, the regulars that come each week, and things like that. But she's just watching. But there's no need. This is socialising. They don't have to be sniffing or jumping or playing. We're socialising right now. And look, we've got space between us. These are socialising, just learning to coexist.
Yeah.
Is confidence building. Forcing dogs into that situation to sniff one another, that's going to create more tension. Yeah? Listen to the dog.
When we were going down to tutoring, we were told at the time that she needed to learn that if the dog came in to sniff, that she just needed to sit. And that was...
Well, no, because that denies invitation. As soon as the dog sits when a dog's sniffing them, that's it, they've had enough.
She didn't want to know.
No.
That's it.
But again,
She wasn't sitting, she was
Yeah.
learning. So what we were being told then was that she needed to learn to not go on the defence,
no,
but
it's
to
stupid.
sit.
First of all, just get her used to being around strange dogs.
Yeah.
She doesn't need to sniff right now. She's sniffing from there. I don't need to put her nose up Sammy's backside or vice versa. They can smell each other from here.
Yeah.
This notion that they have to sniff each other, she's
Yeah.
nervous. Yeah? So it's baby steps. First of all, get her around what makes her uncomfortable, but not put so much pressure on her that she actually feels worse. Yeah? So this is putting pressure on her. Wait.
Could
Yeah.
you tell that she
Yeah.
was probably...
But that's only because, obviously, Sammy come into her face. So I communicate with her in that sense. Stop. And look, now she goes back to being
Yeah.
curious again.
Yes.
So I block that panic outburst that she resorts to by giving her a little tug on the lead. Oh, what was that? I'm not used to that. And then, that one little correction where she started grumbling, instantly, sniffing afterwards. Yeah, that's what she's lacking. That's what you don't get from a purely positive trainer. Yeah? Because all they want to do, come here baby, with a treat, distract the dog.
Well, that's what they would like.
Yeah.
And that hasn't got us anywhere over the
She's
years.
nervous, and like I said, I told you, if I force them to say hello to each other, she'll react. That Sammy didn't do anything intentionally there. Sammy just turned round, but because they were almost face to face, she panicked. But I disagree with that panic. Look, there's no need to panic. I'm not
Yeah.
panicking. You just calm down.
Yeah, and her tail's down now, isn't it? It's not
Yeah.
all tense and...
Yeah. When she first saw Sammy, when you was walking her tail went right up in the air like an erection. Yeah. And now we just walk off. Come on in. Yeah? So at this proximity, she's all right with the dog.
Yeah, I know. I can't believe that, you know, she's never met Sammy and she's walking like that with you.
But the difference is, I am controlling her.
Yes.
Yeah. So from the second we left the house, I've been making the decision step by step.
Yes.
Step by step.
Yeah.
Yeah. And see, look, her tail's just wagging. It's in a nice position.
Now that lead makes a big difference as well. You've got more control.
Yeah. I
haven't
mean,
you?
harnesses are for spaniels when you want them to be a spaniel and go into that tracking mode and sniffing.
Yes. Which
So-
you don't want when you're doing a walk round the block.
No. So if we just stop a second, do you want to take dog? And sit and just walk off. I'll take that. And do you want to give your wife that pink lead? And keep her on your right. Yeah, relax your arm. If you feel her going in front, just pull back a little bit on the lead, applying a little bit of pressure. There you go, see? And she just, yeah. But your arm has to be nice and relaxed. As soon as I hand you that lead, your arm went right up, tense. With your left hand, take Sammy. And just walk off. And control the situation. Now you've got two dogs. Yeah? You're doing that. Don't look at the dogs, they're not going anywhere. Feel it. Yeah? But your dog that has never going to be alright with other dogs, you're just walking in with a stranger.
Yeah.
You've never met Sammy. Yeah? Having a look, looks away. Looks at me for a little bit of guidance. Yeah, how's it feel walking two dogs?
Yeah, it's fine because they don't feel stressed.
Because you're not stressed. You're smiling. We'll just stop there.